and welcome student. In previous lecture we studied the chapter number 6, plant, water and relation. So our today's topic is topic number 7, plant growth and mineral nutrition. This is our today's topic. In this topic we start with the growth hormone. So our today's topic is topic number 7, plant growth and mineral nutrition, and subtopic is growth hormone. Subtopic is growth hormone. Before we study the growth hormone, let's study the what is meant by hormone or basic idea about the hormone. First, the term hormone coined by the scientist Starling in 1906. The term hormone coined by the Starling in 1906. And what is the definition of the hormone? Hormone is a chemical substance. It is a chemical substance which regulate the growth and metabolism of the living things. In this definition, I mentioned the living things. Living things means, why I mentioned the living things? Because of the hormone is a chemical substance which regulates the growth and metabolism of the living things. I mentioned in this definition, I mentioned the living things because of the firstly we discuss about the only hormone. Hormones is a substance or factor which regulate the growth of the living things and which is present in all types of living things, that is plant, animals. Some examples of the living things: auxin, cytokinin, gibberellic acid, growth hormone, then FSH, oxytocin, ADH. These are some examples of the hormones. Example of living things: plant, animal, extra, algae, fungi. These are the example of the living things. So, example of hormone: auxin, cytokinin, ADH, FSH, oxytocin. These are some examples of the hormone, auxin and cytokinin. This is an example of hormones which are present in plant. And ADH. What is meant by ADH? Antidiuretic hormone. And FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. These are the example of hormone present in animal. So this is our some information about your basic information of the hormones. Hormones, it is a term coined by the scientist Starling in 1906, and it is a definition of the hormone. It is a chemical substance which regulates the growth and metabolism of the living things. We know about the living things. Some example of the hormone: auxin, cytokinin are present in the plant, ADH and FSH present in the animals. So this is all about the hormone. So let's see our core topic. Our core topic is a growth hormone. Firstly, study the growth hormone. First see the different name of the growth hormone. First is a growth hormone is known as phytohormone. Then growth hormone is also known as plant growth regulator. Third, it is also known as plant hormone. Firstly, we start with the hormones with the different naming. Growth hormone is also known as phytohormone. It is also called as plant growth regulator, and which is also known as plant hormone. This is phyto. Phyto stands for the plant. Phyto means plant. So this is different naming of the growth hormone. So let's see the definition of the growth hormone. Simple definition of the growth hormone is it is a chemical factor which influences the growth and metabolism of the plant. We see the plant hormone. So definition is growth hormone is a chemical factor. Growth hormone is a chemical factor which influence growth factor is a chemical factor which influence the growth of the plant and also regulate growth of the plant. This is a simple definition of the growth hormone. Growth hormone is a chemical factor which influences the growth and metabolism of the plant. It is known as growth hormone. And as we know, growth hormone is also known as phytohormones, plant growth hormone or plant growth regulator, and also known as plant hormone. So this is a simple definition of the growth hormone. So according to thiamine and according to scientists thiamine and Pincus, according to scientists thiamine and scientists Pincus, the growth hormone is an organic compound which is present in higher plants and it regulates the metabolism and growth of the plant. It is known as growth hormone. This definition according to scientists Thiamine and the Pincus. Thiamine and the scientist Pincus said the growth hormone are organic substance which present in inside of the plant and which which regulate the growth of the plant and regulate the growth of plant. It is known as the growth hormone. So we see the different naming of the growth hormone and two definition of the growth hormone. First is the simple definition and second definition according to scientists Thiemann and Pincus. Simple definition is a growth hormone is a chemical substance which regulates the growth and metabolism of the plant, and according to scientists Thiemann and Pincus, growth hormone is an organic substance which is present inside the plant and it regulates the growth of the plant. So now see the key characteristic of the growth hormone. What is mean by key characteristic? Key characteristic means important character, unique character of the growth hormone. The key characteristic of the growth hormones requires in small quantity. It requires in small amount or negligible amount. This is a key characteristic of the growth hormone. So, key characteristic of the growth hormone is it requires small quantity. So, this is all about the definition, different naming and key characteristic of the growth hormone. So, let's see the classification of the growth hormone. According to different function, growth hormone classify into two categories on the basis of its function. On the basis of its function, growth hormone classify into two classes. First is a plant growth promoter and second is a plant growth inhibitor. First is the plant growth promoter and second is plant growth inhibitor. On the basis of its function, growth hormone classify into two classes. First is a plant growth promoter and second class is a plant growth inhibitor. So what is meant by promoter and inhibitor? Promoter means to promote some things and inhibitor means to inhibit something. So let's start with the plant growth promoter. Definition of the plant growth promoter. Plant growth promoter. Firstly, we discuss about the plant growth promoter. Plant growth promoter, it is a hormone which promote the growth of the plant. Which promote the growth of the plant. It is also known as plant growth promoter. Plant growth promoter, it is a chemical which promote the growth of the plant, is known as plant growth promoter. Plant growth promoter is a class of the growth hormone which present in the plant. Examples of the some plant growth promoters. First is the auxin. Second is cytokinin. First is the auxin, second is the cytokinin, third is the gibberellin. Gibberellin is also called as gibberellic acid. Gibberellin is also known as gibberellic acid, and short form of the gibberellic acid is a GAA. Gibberellic acid. Gibberellic acid. So this is all about the plant growth promoter. This is the definition of the plant growth promoter, and this is example. Some examples of the plant growth promoter. So let's see the function of the plant growth promoter. In classification, firstly we will discuss about the plant growth promoter, definition, then examples and the function of the plant growth promoter. Function of the plant growth promoter. Some functions performed by the plant growth promoter which helps in the growth of the plant. First is the seed elongation. Seed formation. In plant, seed formation are responsible for the plant growth promoter. Without plant growth promoter, seed cannot form in the plant. So this is the first function of the plant growth promoter, seed formation. Then second function is fruit formation. The plant growth promoter are responsible for the fruit formation, or it is also known as fruiting. Third function is cell division. As we know, cell division classified into two types, mitosis and meiosis. In cell division, one cell divided into two cells, and this process is known as cell division. And in cell division, plant growth promoter are required. This is the third function of the plant growth promoters. Fourth is a cell enlargement. In plant, firstly cell form. Firstly cell divide into minute cell, and then this minute cell, this is a cell division. Two minute cell form, and this is a cell division process. Then this minute cell convert into the large cell, and this process is known as cell enlargement. Minute cell convert into large cell or elongated cell. This process is also known as cell enlargement, and plant growth promoter helps in the cell enlargement. Fifth is trophic stimulus. Plant trophic stimulus to the plant. For example, as we know, there are three or different season in environment. For example, in winter season and monsoon season. In winter and monsoon season, plants require less water, and in summer season, plants require more water. This is trophic stimulus which is given by the plant growth promoter to the plant. So, this is all about the function of the plant growth promoter. So, firstly we see the plant growth promoter. In this point we see the definition, example and some functions of the plant growth promoter. Then second class is a second class of the growth hormone is a plant growth hormone. Plant growth inhibitor. This is the second class of the growth hormone. Firstly, we see the definition. It is a chemical substance. It is chemical substance which regulate the or inhibit the growth of the plant. In this definition, inhibit words are important. It is a chemical substance which inhibit the growth of the plant. Inhibit is important in this definition. Plant growth inhibitor is a chemical which is inhibit the growth of the, inhibit means stop, to stop. Inhibit means stop. Inhibit or stop the growth of the plant, which is known as plant growth inhibitor. Some functions: abscisic acid, abscisic acid is denoted by ABA. Abscisic acid. Abscisic acid, ABA. This is a plant growth inhibitor. And second is ethylene. Ethylene is a air hormone. This is an example of the plant growth inhibitor. Then functions. This is an example. And this is a definition of the plant growth inhibitor. Abscisic acid and ethylene are the example of plant growth inhibitor, and auxin, cytokinin and gibberellic acid are the plant growth promoter. For some functions of the plant growth inhibitor: first, it creates a dormancy. What is meant by dormancy? There is no seed germination. Dormancy means no seed germination, and plant growth inhibitor act upon the dormancy, so plant or seed cannot germinate. They become a dormant period because of the plant growth inhibitors. Second is a abscission. Abscission. What is meant by abscission? Dormancy means no seed germination, and abscission means falling of the leaves. Falling of the leaves. This phenomenon is known as abscission, and abscission takes place because of the activity of abscisic acid. So plant growth inhibitor stop the or regulate the growth of the plant, which is known as a plant growth inhibitor. In this definition, inhibit is also important. So this is all about the plant growth inhibitor. There are two examples of the plant growth inhibitor: abscisic acid, ethylene. Ethylene helps in the fruit ripening. In this process, the growth is stopped. The growth is stopped or inhibit, and the growth of the fruit is stopped, and it fruit become a ripening because of the ethylene. And ethylene is a plant growth inhibitor which inhibit the growth of the plant. So it is all about the growth hormone. So today's we cover the topic growth hormone. In this topic we see the basic definition of the hormone, then definition of the growth hormone, different naming of the growth hormone, classification of the growth hormones with definition, functions and the example. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much.